All right, Sheriff Norm, again, thank you for doing this. Um, Tell me a little bit about how you guys got pulled into this investigation. It sounds like okay, sorry about that.
You're fine. I just want to make sure I had the county name right.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yes,
How'd you guys
sir.
get pulled into this?
Sure. We received information from Warren County, Ohio, concerning an individual that had absconded from up there that was wanted for kidnapping of a 14-year-old. And we had sheriff's deputies that were out close to the interstate. They actually dropped down on the interstate 85 northbound and was able to actually, fortunately, overtake the car and stop the individual that also still had the 14-year-old in it. The suspect is listed address from Gaston County, which is right close to us, adjacent to Cleveland. But we were able to actually take him into custody and get the 14-year-old juvenile actually out of harm's way.
Man, whenever your deputies pull off something like that, how does it make you feel as the sheriff?
It, it's overwhelming. You can't describe what sensation you feel whenever you've actually taken a 14-year-old out of harm's way. Uh, you never know what could have actually escalated up to with this individual we currently have in custody in regards to what he would have done to the 14-year-old. But it's a proven record that time and time again you need to know what your youth is actually doing on the internet.
How important is collaboration with law enforcement agencies, in different parts of the country?
Well, it just goes to show that we worked hand in hand with Warren County, Ohio. I'm going to reach out to the sheriff this midday and actually thank him for having the information sent here. And we were within just 30 minutes or so after receiving the information, we were fortunate enough that the suspect drove by and sheriff's deputies actually conducted a vehicle stop, no resistance given. He was taken into custody and the 14-year-old was taken out of harm's way.
Is it as easy as you guys getting like a plate number and then being able to make sure you're just being on the lookout for them? Is that how that works?
Yes, it is. What actually happened was, and hats off to Warren County, that actually conducted a thorough investigation there in Ohio. They had the suspect's name, they had his mode of travel, description of vehicle, and where he could possibly be going back to, which is going to be his home address over in Gaston County. They got the information to us, and fortunately, we were able to apprehend him there on the interstate just prior to entering Gaston County.
Man, that sounds like it worked very, very smoothly. How,
Yes, it was a well conducted operation from Warren County, Ohio, all the way into Cleveland.
About to say, so it sounds like you guys were almost waiting for him, essentially.
Yes, sir. It occurred just a little bit after 2100 hours yesterday afternoon when the vehicle stop occurred there on the interstate.
Gotcha. How would you characterize and describe this individual that you guys took into custody?
I prefer not to expound on that, other than he was extremely cooperative.
Gotcha. Um, what message do you have for, folks who are involved in any sort of activity like that, who are I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this. What message do you have for folks who might be engaged in illegal activity, similar to the charges that this man is facing?
Well, first and foremost, if you are doing that, you are going to get caught. I can assure you, in Cleveland County, not only in Cleveland, but across the state of North Carolina and in other states across this great nation, law enforcement actually takes this as high priority, and it's actually saving our youth is what we're actually trying to do, because you never know, it could lead up to death, and we don't want that, and it's not something we take lightly.
Well, I'd say you've been in law enforcement a long time. How do you view protecting children and crimes against children?
Well, it's a top priority here at the sheriff's office in Cleveland. Uh, the youth is our future of the United States, of our country, and we've got to do our level best in order to protect those that are less fortunate than we are.
Absolutely. What's next on your end in Cleveland County? Do you guys just kind of hand this over to Ohio?
Eventually, he's in custody here at the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office in the detention center. He'll await extradition back to Ohio. I'm sure that that hearing will probably occur early next week, hopefully, and he will be extradited back to Ohio.
To your knowledge, has this guy, had any, has he run into trouble with the law in Cleveland County or in our neck of the woods?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Gotcha. Anything else, Sheriff, you would like to share about this case or any information you'd like to provide to the public?
My information, or what I'd like to actually state to any parent that can actually see this broadcast this afternoon, be sure you know what your youth is actually doing on the internet. It could actually save a horrific scene of your child being involved in and or death.
That's a great message. Try to keep tabs on the kids. Sheriff,
Okay.
I